Hello everyone, I'm Catherine Court.
I'm Kimberly Court.
And we're the owners of Pilates on 5th here in Manhattan and the creators of PilatesOn5thOnline.com. So we're in the beautiful stairwell of our building to show you 3 stretches that you can do in 3 minutes, and you can do them at work, because most work offices or whatever, you can find a stairwell. So let's get started. We're going to start with hip flexors. So keeping your pelvis neutral and your hips square, you're going to take your foot up to a comfortable stair. If she takes it up too high, her hips are going to tilt. Yeah, and we don't want that. So from here, she's going to lean forward, and then she's getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor right in the front of the leg. So that's something you can do, and then you can switch legs. So go ahead and switch legs. So one thing also you could do to warm up before this is just walk up 3 flights, walk down 3 flights, and then your muscles are a little warm to start the stretches. So now keeping her leg there, we're going to go into the hamstring stretch. From the hamstring stretch, she's just going to flex her foot. The hip bones are still facing straight forward towards the stairs. Pelvis is neutral, and you want your hips to be level. You don't want one hip hiked up. And from here, very honestly, she's going to lean forward. Now, we have long hamstrings, just from our background and everything. We've required a lot of high kicking, so you don't have to have your leg this high. Go ahead and pretend that you don't have flexible hamstrings. You could do it there, or you could even do it on the bottom stair. The most important thing is when you're leaning forward, you want your pelvis and spine neutral. Notice that her back is flat. Go ahead and round over. That's going to do a lot of stretching here and not necessarily in the hamstring. The other thing that you want to make sure with the hamstrings is that the knee stays straight. If you bend the knee, you might get a release up near the origin of the hamstring, right by the sit bones, and not in the belly of the muscle. Point on yourself where the belly is. That's where you want to feel the stretch. You don't want to feel the stretch right up by your sit bones, because then that's not really releasing where you want it to release. And now we have the Piriformis. So you can pick the same leg, different leg. So we're going to laterally rotate the leg. That means the outside of the ankle is on the stair, and then she's going to bend the standing leg a little bit, and from there, leaning over. Notice she's keeping her pelvis and spine nice and neutral again, and a little stretch here. You feel it here, correct? In the outside of the hips. And that's why it's also nice to do these if you've, walk 3 flights up, walk 3 flights down, do these stretches, and you'll be amazed at how loose you feel afterwards. And it's every little bit. It's incremental exercise. It makes a difference.
Yes.
All right. So those are 3 stretches in 3 minutes that you can do at work.